Hello, living beings of the universe. Recently I was thinking how long I've been a Pokémon fan, and I remember that my Pokémon Soul Silver is like abandoned for a couple of years. And since I've started some challenges on Pokemon X, Pokemon Y, I've been back to Pokemon Shield to do something with my Pokemon Home in regards to the challenges. I decided to take a quick trip to my oldest recent Pokemon save. What do I mean by that? This is the oldest save that I still have from the last 10 years at least, or one of the saves that I treasure the most. Mainly because this was my first cartridge after a couple of years not having a single Pokemon cartridge. Ever since I lost my Game Boy Advance, I think it was 2014, if I recall correctly, that I bought a Blue DSi, one that I made a mod video that I have to re-upload eventually on my modding channel, and this cartridge specifically, with the Pokewalker that it's not here, because yeah, I've been moving places lately, trying to record on many places, and yeah, this is not even the main DS I play. Actually, I play most of my games on my 3DS, but that's besides the point. So, let's do a quick explore of this old save file. I love this introduction. It's nostalgic on so many levels for me, especially because I've played a lot of Crystal when I was a child with Yellow, and most of my home adventures were on emulator. Yeah, I do have real cartridges, but most of my childhood with the GBA was with bootleg Pokemon cartridges and emulators. Soul Silver was my first original cartridge after a couple of years. So yeah, I treasure it a lot. Especially because now it's worth like 3 times what I paid for it back in 2014. No, the sentimental value is immeasurable. I can't put a price tag on a game that I have so deep of a connection. I just love this intro, and yeah, it's mostly a remake of Crystal, like everyone says, but yeah, let's go in. I do remember, and this is the only thing I remember. Yeah, this is an old name, things happen a lot from there to here, but yeah, connect to Pokewalker. I did change the battery recently, and I have a Chingling on it. But I don't remember if the Chingling I have on my Pokewalker was transferred from the game to the Pokewalker, or if I called it on the Pokewalker, then transferred to the game and back to it. I need my Pokewalker to do this, and my Pokewalker was out of battery for about a year. Let's be honest about that. I haven't been using them for a while. So yeah, let's see which cards I have. Yeah, this is the Raikou one, Celebi, Suicune, Raikou again, Celebi again. Ah, okay, I just have these ones. But I actually used another DS with the leaked ROMs from the distributions. It's funny because the Legendary Beasts and Celebi was the only distribution that ever happened in Brazil. Yeah, this is a thing. The lore of gaming in Brazil is so specific in so many ways with so many franchises and video games. But yeah, specifically to Pokemon, this was the only distribution that ever happened in Brazil. Everyone who had anything else either had a hacking device back on the GBA days, or had a wealthy cousin that traveled a lot and happened to be on the US or Europe when some distributions happen. Most of the the people here that have distributions done either had some either had used some recent methods with glitching and DNS patching, or straight up hacked the Pokemon and just traded with friends. And I know I have some hacked Pokemons on this cartridge probably, because I had a friend that helped me a lot, and I know for a fact some things were hacked, or at least obtained in dubious ways. So yeah, I always had my bicycle on Y and my fishing rod here. This was always the setup that I loved. This Magmortar is not from the save. Let's see. Okay, we have a weird egg named Pinnacle, so yeah. My friend was helping me and I just traded with him a lot. And yeah, you'll know what I mean by some things. I do actually legit completely the national decks here. I use the Pokewalker, the transfer. I actually use GBA ROMs with Hard Golden Emulator because I need the Kyogre for the Rayquaza event. But yeah, this Golbat was the... Is it? Let me just brighten the screen a little more. No, it is not. It's not the... Oh, it's a Golbat, not a Crobat. I use a Crobat here. Yeah, there is a video about Pokémons that I like that I wanna make, and the Soul Silver made me get a couple of my favorites. I really don't want to spoil the main one that this game made me love for real, but yeah, I will hold myself. Yeah, I think the reason for this Magmortar, let's see, Bashful, Safari Zone, Mischievous, Shiny. No, actually it's mine. I think my friend edited it for me, because I used it as a disposable Pokemon. And an egg with Pokerus from the DK Couple, February 9, 2021. Yeah, I do remember, because I didn't sniff from my save, but I do recall having a backup of it on my 3DS on Checkpoint. And I looked, it was when I thought about doing a BDSP video for whatever reason that I never done. So yeah, I do know that around 2021 was the last time that I booted up this game for real to play. So let's go to the Pokemon Center. In fact, I wanna test something for a future video. Something I learned on Papa Jefe video. I don't know how to actually say if it's Jefe or Jefe, because I don't speak Spanish. My mother tongue is Portuguese, not Spanish, so it's Jefe for me. Yeah, this is the only game that's something that I tested on Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Fire Red, Leafy Green. Doesn't work, but yeah, let's just look into the box. I know most of my mons aren't here because for living decks you don't have enough space on the boxes, like you barely have enough for the living decks. So here I have a couple Pokemons that I know came either from Emerald or from the Hard Gold. This Mariano specifically came from Hard Gold. I will be honest, I don't like to transfer my Pokemons, but also I don't feel like I should trap them in the past. So I did actually clone this Mariana when I got to Gen 4. I backed up my Hard Gold save, and one I used to transfer to Black and White, and the other I just left it here. In fact, I rebuilt this Mariana from its data back into Gen 3, so I think I have my Shiny Mariana in a Sapphire save, not the one that I did the Let's Play in 2020, but I do think I have a Gen 3 Mariana reconstructed because I lost the original save. Yeah, and I had this name back then, I used it a lot. Yeah, things have changed, I have changed a lot too. So yeah, I think most of the Pokemon here are all from my trainer ID or from saves that I had. Yeah, there's no point to see. Yeah, this one is from a Platinum save. Yeah, this one from a Platinum save. These are all mine, either from here or from Game Boy Advance. I don't know why I have... So, yeah, many Pokewalker Pokemon. This I know is the last shine I found here. I was training something, and this was the last shine I stumbled here on Gen 4, in fact. Before I started doing the Let's Play. This was the last shine before I did my Platinum Let's Play, where I got a Buizel and a Hydon, which are funny stories. But this is for another day too. A fun story with this Wobbuffet is that I found it and late night on my bed, like February 2019, it was at my old home. I was laying on my bed, chatting with the people on the group that I played Pokemon Go back on the neighborhood I lived. And while laying on my bed, I was talking about this Wobbuffet, and I hatched the shiny Wynaut on my Pokemon Go. That Wynaut I actually saw it, it's on my shield file, my personal shield file, because I usually have a save file for myself and want to do things. At least back then. Now I just treasure the save file that I do something specific, but I actually mix all of them. So yeah, I don't have this thing anymore. This is the first wild shiny from this game. It was I was training in a friend's house, and I just stumbled on this Hoot. I was actually searching another Pokemon, and he gave me some misinformation because he didn't know. Yeah, it was back on the wild. It was still back on the wildest time of the internet, where like rumors could still spread like playground rumors, but they could have extra theories on them. The person who taught him actually taught him wrong about the Kenai ability. So I was trying to get a PG, but it was late at night. I ended up getting a shiny Hoot, so it was fine. Yeah, Stella. Another Pokewalker Crobat. Yeah, I have many. Yeah, probably the Chingling I have on my Pokewalker was... Actually, I think it was never transferred. Let's look at the Pokewalker screen later. This Jirachi... Pokemon Latam... We never had a distribution, I think. Yeah, this Jirachi I have to research it a little. I think we... Oh! I think there was a cartridge that was... that had a distribution in Mexico. And it was already also dumped with the Legendary Beasts and Celebi that we have had here in Brazil. I think this is the thing. This Espion, yeah. This is some deep lore, yeah. This is the Winter 2011, yeah. Because it was GameStop on the US, and it was Winter 2011 here in Brazil. Is it? No, I think we had another one before, but yeah, it also works for the black and white Relocator thing. It still works because it is detected as a valid Pokemon for that. I have a couple Manaphy eggs in Link 3. Oh, I was thinking, yeah, this name is very specific. You have to learn Portuguese to understand why the reason of this name, but yeah. Cyndaquil is still my... Despite things that recently happened, it's still my favorite starter on Johto. This is the Crobat that I actually use, despite never surpassing level 50 with him. Yeah, I had a Gengar on my team. I never renamed, but I used this Gengar on the Elite Four. No spoilers. I just like and photos. Let's not ruin the video I wanna make. Yeah. This is a very specific joke back when I eat in a certain fast food chain. And yeah, no, let's not get into the Sonic part of the thing. This is the first Eevee that I got. This is the Bill Eevee if you look at the map location. So yeah, this box has a couple things that are mine and a couple of things that were special. I have to find where are all the other Pokemons. They are not on Ranch, because I never deposited Pokemon from this game on Ranch, and if I can find it, I know the Battle Revolution save backup. I have a snapshot from before I did the Living Dex, when I had a couple Pokemons that I traded with that friend that used extra means to obtain Pokemons. But yeah, all the Pokemon here, I actually did transfer something. Yeah, most of them Yeah, this is a mess for some reason. 2021. I hatched so many eggs. Okay. Oh yeah. This squirrel is fake. I was just playing. Yeah, I don't feel ashamed of like. Yeah, I modded some Pokemons just to have some fun with them. I just want to have it here on the Living Dex for whatever reason. I didn't went after to shiny hunt, so this is a valid squirrel. Like, it's just here for the Living Dex, is not a valid squirrel for me. I have many Pokemon. No, this one, no. This apartment at level 1, hold 34. I don't know the save. But this is old too. I think I was modding the Pokemon Platinum, I think, with this name. I think I was modding Platinum and used it to get some things that I shortcutted here because I didn't. That's the thing. My friend just modded his hard gold, and although I could play the other games, I didn't have enough time because I was doing full-time school back in 2014, 2015. Like my class started at 7 a.m. and go to like 5 p.m. So I didn't have enough time to play. I just wanted to get the certificate, so yeah, I did messed up with a little bit of creative playing just for the living dex part, but the actual Pokédex I did went after everything, traded with other saves and everything like that. Yeah, this is my friend who modded a lot. He had a couple butterflies, yeah. I don't think I have anything special around here. Yeah, a couple pokers, Pokemon, weird Pokeballs. What I have special here is that most of my Ho and Sinnoh decks here I actually calc using the sounds in the radio. Like the Ho sounds I think on Wednesday and the Sinnoh sounds on Thursday. I think those are the days. If I recall correctly. And I remember that the Safari Zone wasn't the hardest part. The hardest Pokemon for me to get were both the routes line, because I had to do a lot of preparation on the Safari Zone. Oh, no, it was an outbreak. Let's see. No, Mount Silver. Iron Island. Oh, okay. So, this God of War was the one that November 2016. This Pokemon will be 10 years old this year. Okay. Route 34 was the Outbreak route that I called her. This one, I don't remember if I modded it or not on Platinum 2. And this one was an egg that I made just to complete here the Pokédex. So yeah. And where's my Phoebus and my Lotic? That were a nightmare to evolve. Here. Yeah. No, this Malarkey was for my creative playthrough of Platinum, yeah. I wasn't able to evolve my Phoebus here because, yeah, it's a Pokewalker Phoebus, but you can't evolve in Johto. You have to trade to Sinnoh to evolve it, or brought a Milotic from the Gen 3 games. You can't evolve it in Hard Gold and Soul Silver, it's impossible. Sadly. So yeah, I think I have another, yeah, that's not a big deal. So yeah, most of the Pokemons here that are from the living decks had come from modded games, except from the ones that are already here. Though that Squirrel wasn't edited in this game, it was edited on another game that was testing something. I just left it there for the living deck. So yeah, I know that Squirrel is not a legit Squirrel. However, I think I have another valid shiny around here. Yeah, most of these Pokemons, let me see. Route 19. A Clamperl, 12. Safari Zone. Yeah, I don't know the limit of some of those, because I know I have some Pokemon I traded from my Japanese Pro that I got in 2019. That's why there's a lot of 2019 Pokemon here. I was trying to finish the living decks here while using my Japanese Pro. Was the option that I had to get everything. So let's see, these legendaries. I know Larios and Larias might be from here. Both the in-game Roamer and the Soul Deal event. No, the Enigma Stone event. Let's see. Hoenn. Oh, I know! These one are from my Japanese cartridge that I knew. I have a Japanese Emerald that I actually quote-unquote destroyed the save. I just moved everything because I wanted to reset that save because it wasn't that good. Like, I had a fun time. That was the reason that I had to buy the Japanese Pro, and by extension I got the Japanese Diamond for my brother, so he has his Sinnoh game because I needed one. It was like cheaper to buy on a bundle both versions of Diamond and Pearl, and a English copy of Black 2. So I gifted to him both Diamond and Black 2 as a birthday gift, birthday present, because I already had the White 2 version, and I needed just one version to communicate, to bridge the gap between my Emerald and Gen 4 before I got Sapphire for back then. I do have a couple other cartridges that are not here, and I bought a couple bootlegs because I want to test if they are like survivable enough for me to do some shiny hunt on multiple Game Boys, or just like build some disposable saves. That's the thing that I want to do. Like, but these cartridges probably won't arrive until late January, early February, I think. So yeah, this is a video for the future, and probably for my mod channel too. So yeah, these Japanese Hoenn Legendaries are all from my Japanese Emerald. Oh, actually, this is a legit hard gold. Oh, I know. This Kyogre. Let's see, February 2021. I actually played the. I bought a hard gold copy in late 2020 to use with a capture card. I ended up like starting the Let's Play in the emulator, and this is a whole thing for another day. But I actually finished the save because he was halfway through Kanto, so I just did everything that was needed to get Kyogre, so I could get my legit Rayquaza here. And I think I have a Rayquaza from that save too. I think I have a backup of that save because I bought after I got my 3DS, because I got my 3DS in 2019. May 2016. Yeah, this is the one from here, and this is no Rick. Yeah, I got there and something. Yeah, I didn't had a way to get Jirach back then, so this is a cheated hard gold, because you can see it's a different Trinity, and I know it's from hard gold because I was modding hard gold to not get anything confused. I want my Soul Silver to be, at least on the things that I got inside it, to be mostly non-intoxicated by action replay. Pokemon event. This the GameStop. I did actually got some Wonder cards through preservated means later. Yeah, and my Sinodex is a little intoxicated too back then. I do have another Sinodex that's not this one, that is like the one for my Platinum save. I do have a Sinodex, not a full living dex, because I never finished hard gold, so the Johto Pokemons aren't there yet. And I will rebuild it anyway. I'm a little, let's say that I'm a little more convicted to do things than Johnstone in regards to living dex, because yeah, he does that. I just quadruple down on living dex. There's a Professor Oak challenge that I might rename it, that I'm doing on this cartridge here. Yeah, it's taking a long time. Actually, no, let's not talk about that. I will let this on another video. On its own video, actually. Because I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, most of these Pokemon here from Sinnoh. Yeah, this is my brother's save file. Since some things you can get on Pro, I actually traded with him. The things that I wasn't available on Platinum and Pro, and not available through the Sinnoh Sound here, or the Pokewalker. So yeah, I bridged a lot of gaps with his save. So yeah, link trade. Yeah, I actually made an egg on the other save and traded here to try, not the Masuda method, but the method that the shiny might be he-rolled if you trade the egg. Like, it's how you get a shiny Manaphy on the Gen 4 games. Like, you need to receive it in one game, then you need to trade it to another game to do some shiny re-rolls with the PID and Secret ID. So yeah, let's see. Happy. This is probably from. No, I actually made this one. Burn Tower. Oh yeah, you can get a shout out on Burn Tower with the Sinnoh Sound, if I recall correctly. This Spiritomb Oh, this is from my Japanese bro. Yeah, this is from my Japanese bro. So yeah, I have a lot of things from Japanese bro. Let's see. The legendaries and mythicals. Back when I thought that Rotom was a legendary because of the position, because I had only one. Uh, Acute Cavern. Where did this save came from? Oh, this was the original save file from when I bought my platinum. I know. I don't know if I have a backup of it, but this is from the original save from the platinum that I had. Uh, yeah. Let me see here. All the lake spirits are shiny. Route 204. Sinjo Ruins. Yeah, this is one from the saves that I played to test things. Yeah. So a couple of these are legit shinies, and a couple of these are not. Level 80 Regigigas in a Master Ball on the modded save. Yeah, because I couldn't have a. Yeah, it's a little mess. I treasure this save file because I tried to do things. Actually, it was harder. Even modding the game, it was harder to complete the Living X than just playing all the games by myself. But since I didn't have access to most of the things, modding the game being harder was a fun challenge back then. So I don't feel guilty of doing it. Actually, I don't mind if people cheat or mod the game, so long as they are honest about the things they're doing. Like, yeah, I do have a couple of shines that are cheated. I think I think all the Pokemon from this Mateus file that was from the Platinum, I didn't mod most of them. For yeah, this is one reason, so I could remember why they are here. Uh, so yeah, most of them I just had as a mark, not because I want them as a shiny. They are not shiny for me. I mod them so I can mark and have a memory recollection of them. Hall of Orange, yeah. Also, yeah. I enough this. Why? Okay. So yeah, here are the Pokemon from the for the event. These two I think are from the modded Hargold. And this Magnemite, I think this Magnemite is real. Route 48, actually I don't know. I need to look into. Yeah, Shadow, probably not real. I just like the shiny Magnemite, so I had it as a fun. This Spikey Pichu, it's a sad story. You all know about how I said. And I'm back at the latest box. Yeah, this was a fun exploration of my boxes. Um, maybe you have that panic. Derek, no, I don't care about you, Derek. So yeah, let's see if I have anything else but my Ditto here. I think I will have my Ditto here. Yeah, just my Ditto. So yeah, I think I'll had this egg just for fun. I know it probably won't be a valid egg or because it's named Pineapple for the sake of it. But yeah, uh, I did play most of the game legit. Like the entire game I played legit. Just for the living decks I took some creative liberty to build something like to test how hard would it be. So it was a personal test, it wasn't something to be real. Because when I got in touch with what would be building a living decks, I did it so many times that it become easier for me. Like I can I can say for sure that building living decks hacking like I tested here some things because I had to get access to things that I couldn't back when I had my 13, 14 years, teenage years. Was harder than like playing every single game at the same time. I actually, if I take away the challenge that I did in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, and put together with my Sapphire save from the Let's Play, I took less time to do everything legit on that than I did with modding on this game. despite not doing directly into here, like using a game on a flash card to do it. It was on the old R4s back when they were good. I do have an ace card now to play my backups, mainly because I like to have alternative saves without destroying previous saves. Like I treasure almost all of my save files. That's why, for example, I have one Pokemon X cartridge, but I have 5 save files on them. And that's why both my 3DSs are modded with a backup of Pokemon Y, and I have 2 cartridges of Pokemon Y. Though I have 2 because a friend gifted me one, uh, yeah, a German one. And my 3DS being modded, there's no problem in playing foreign region games. So yeah, I just like having many save files, and if modding is the way to have many of them, it's the way that I will do. So yeah. It's a normal Pinnacle. His DNA might be... Wait, is it a male or female? It's a male, so yeah. His DNA might be a little messed up on the inlines on what if it's a truly generated egg or not. Level 1, January 10, 2026? Yeah, okay. Today is the day I hatched the egg. So yeah, almost 5 years to hatch this egg. So yeah, I made a lot of things. I know that I played a lot the Pokeathlon. Let me... Oh, I can't fly. I need to get... Let's do something first. Let's look at the Hall of Fame. Because I didn't use the Hall of Fame, the Elite Four to train. I actually use... I shall not tell the entire story, but I use a lot of certain Pokemon on Mount Silver to train. Hall of Fame. So, January 1st, 2021. June 1st, 2018. Look at this gap. 2018, 2021. And then the previous one is 2016. Yeah, I don't know why I had so many random Hall of Fame. Yeah, here I was training my Charizard, the gift Charizard. Here I was training... No, I have no reason to this one. And this is my original one. In fact, yeah, I didn't have a number yet. My Eevee didn't even had a nickname because I couldn't evolve it. It didn't had enough friendship with me. So yeah, this is that Umbreon named Shadow back there in my boxes. My Crobat actually evolved on the Elite Four, that's why it's so low level, I just use it to fly. Yeah, this is my original team. Yeah, I didn't remember. See, I actually know a lot of things about this save file, but I didn't recall at all that my Eevee wasn't evolving to Umbreon yet. I think if I can extract, I can actually look at the raw data, and you can see that this Eevee, I know because it is my Eevee, but I know you'll see that all the data from this Eevee is the same ones that Umbreon named Shadow. So yeah. Did I use it? No, I didn't. I just bred it to have more Eevee eggs and to get all the others. Yeah, I was training the Salamence and Garchomp. Yeah, most of these Hall of Fames I was training Pokemon to evolve. Before the Mount Silver thing, I actually traded a couple of... No! No. I actually remember a story. Let me just open here. So, this is my first one, fine, in 2015. Actually, I started playing in 2014 and it took me this long to actually do the Hall of Fame because I was doing a lot of things. And yeah, I was studying like on full day school, so yeah, I didn't have enough time to play it. 2016 I was like on the more traditional half day school, so and I was preparing for college, so yeah, I had a little more time. And yeah, the reason I have this Mewtwo and this Ho-Oh was because a certain Pokemon, that's why I have so many 2016 Hall of Fames, a certain Pokemon actually made me poor 4 times. This specific Larios is in a Ultra Ball. I actually ran out of Ultra Balls 4 times. I had to... That many times that I played the the Pokemon League, I was using the Amulet coin, and that's the reason that I had so many. I wasn't training all of them. Those from 2016, yeah, January 25th, 2016. Yeah, I was training on a couple Pokemon, but the main reason I was there was so I could play up until the Lance. On Lance, I actually took out the Amulet coin and lost to him, so I don't have to wait the entire credits. So I can have more money to buy Ultra Balls, because this thing ate like 200. I actually took 200 Ultra Balls to catch him. Yeah, that was. I think I could find a couple of shinies while trying to catch. That time I used to try and catch this Larios. And yeah, there's another thing. Uh, I didn't look how much save time I had. I know it's over 400 hours because I actually played even the Pokéathlon and things. Let's see. Yeah, it's no 339. Yeah, I was trying to get before. It wasn't 400. I was trying to get everything before 300 hours on the Pokédex. So yeah, let me do something. I didn't do the thing that I want to do. Yeah, the Pokéathlon Dome. I actually play a lot of the Pokéathlon. Yeah, look at how much black and white this part of the game is. If this wasn't for a shadow, I don't know what it is, but yeah. Listen how much it feels like black and white. I think the World Tournament took a lot of inspiration from here. What is the Champions Room? Is it down here? I think it is. What? Yeah, the medals from each category. Yeah, I did had a lot of. Yeah, I was just having fun here, like trying to get to the last room. So yeah, that's why I have a purple card, because I didn't do the battle frontier. Being completely honest, I do like the battle frontier, but I don't feel like battling on it. So I never actually finished any. I actually got one gold medal and 2 silver medals on Emerald, and played the bare minimum here to get some items that I needed to evolve. Yeah, that's the part that took the most time, because if I just play all the games, I could got some of the items from wild Pokemon or in specific places. Like, that's how I play Pokemon today. I like to explore every cranny on the map, or talk with every NPC. Not like I did back here. Back here, I think I might even have trains that I never battled here. That's a real possibility. Oh yeah, some of my trophies. Yeah, the Pokéathlon, I don't think it's very interesting for everyone, but let's see what was the last statue. So, it was my Flygon. Shut up, Anthony. Flygon, Riolo, and Crobat. Yeah, I was trying to get the gold medal on something down there, and after some time you get this room. So yeah, you might repeat it a lot of things a lot of time, and yeah, you can unlock that room before you get all the medals, if I recall correctly. But yeah, I love here, and I love Johto in general. It's a magical region, despite okay, talking about today, generation 3, 5, 7, and 9 on different takes being my favorites, at least for the level of maturity that I have now, that I'm pushing 30 years almost. As someone who plays Pokemon since 5 years old, I started with Yellow. I have a special love for Johto. So yeah, I think I'll save here. The first save on this file after 5 years almost. Let's save here. I can't see anything. I'm stupid. I'm in a bad angle to see this screen. So yeah, I feel a lot of nostalgia right now. I need to play Hard Gold again. Or Soul Silver, I mean. Yeah. well, I myself changed as a person. I hope you all like this channel. I have another save file to explore, specifically the Sapphire save from the Let's Play I did back in 2020. I did re-upload everything. Sadly, it's all in Portuguese. I didn't add subtitles yet, and I hadn't re-watched it. I just re-uploaded with new thumbnails after my previous channel was destroyed. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I hope you all like this video. If you want to throw a support while I'm starting this new journey, there's my Patreon, or you can do a direct donation through any of those means on the description, Revolut, Wise, Live Pix. This is a specific thing for in a payment method we have here in Brazil, but you can add money through credit cards if you feel like it. It's better than PayPal. Sorry for the joke, but it's true, it's better. I hope you all love the thing I'm trying to do, and I have a couple of things planned to do. I think, in fact, since I mentioned Sapphire, there's something that I want to do. So yeah, if you want to get this thing done quicker, throw a support on any of those ways you can help my channel, and I might get it faster. It might even be released sooner if we get a couple of goals met. I don't know what the goal will be, but if it's enough for me to keep up with the videos without letting anything slip through on my personal life, for me it's enough to make more videos. Thank you everyone for sticking with me, and bye!